I am ecstatic to be here tonight. When I think about what tonight represents, in my mind, this represents what is the foundation of St. Joseph Medical Center. We are now well past the 150th year of our existence, and when you think about the fundamental concepts of loving service and compassionate care, and when you try and look for those objective measures of what that means, I would argue that tonight is probably the single best example that we have in our yearly calendar of what that means to be a member of the St. Joseph medical community. So that concept of loving service and compassionate care, you will be amazed tonight as you hear the stories of 11 individuals who have committed their professional careers to the patients of this community. You'll hear very different stories, but the underlying theme is what is foundational to St. Joe's, which is not just the care we deliver, but how we deliver exceptional care.
And over the past year, as many of you know, my involvement with St. Joe's has reached a new level of commitment. And so I've had a lot of chances to walk around this campus and reflect on what makes St. Joe's so unique and why we celebrate tonight. The human moment is that unique moment, sometimes lasting just a millisecond, when one human being transmits to another human being a sincere and genuine expression of love, compassion, caring, concern, or security through a glance, a smile, a command, a tone of the voice, a tip of the hat, a touch of the shoulder, or a squeeze of the hand. With all the technology that's swallowing us up in our professional and personal lives today, the human moment is at risk of being lost in both our professional and our personal lives. These days, we are more likely to have a human interaction by mistake, intersecting with someone only because we bumped into them in the hallway when we were looking at our cell phone. The fourth class of the Healing Hands Guild and the third class of the Profiles in Compassion, the people that we honor tonight and those that went before them have perfected the art of the human moment. They demonstrated on a daily basis the unique ability to go beyond technology and truly connect with the patient, to create a moment that heals the body and touches the soul.
This is one of my favorite nights when we come to honor the best of the best, and everybody here is best. When I sat down, this was sitting on my chair, and I said to Tom, I said, "What is that?" And he said, "It's Kleenexes, because you usually cry every time you talk about St. Joe's." And I know Gail's got them too. If Gail and I can get through a night at the podium for St. Joe's without crying, it's a miracle. You can feel it when you come in here, can't you? The one unique thing with all these folks, the doctors and the nurses, is they don't just treat the illness, or they don't just treat what can be seen. They treat the whole person. And that's another unique thing about St. Joe's. That's what it's all about. So I want to congratulate all of you.
Kindness is the defining characteristic of St. Joseph Medical Center and the people who work here. This is no better expressed than the intensive care unit, which is a very stressful environment. The families and the patient are frightened and tense, and in literally a heartbeat, and can go from being calm to life-threatening. And I've seen the staff work like a team, and they work rapidly, and they save the situation. They're competent, they're intelligent. I can really depend on the people that I work with. And then back to calm, and everybody kind to the families, kind to the patients, kind to each other. And it is because of that kindness that I see the families come back afterwards and visit us. Even today, one of the families came back to see us and to thank us. They send letters of gratitude, and they thank us for caring for both the patients who survive and recover And they thank us also for caring for their loved ones who don't make it.
As a second-year resident, I did my first rotation in interventional radiology, and I thought I'd died and gone to heaven. All of a sudden, I was interacting with patients, taking care of them, doing procedures, which I love to do. And occasionally I would think, how could we possibly deserve to get paid for doing this?
And finally, I need to thank the patients. I can only tell you how many hundreds of patients that I have taken care of. And my nursing philosophy was, please listen to the patient. If you listen to the patient will usually tell you what's wrong with them, and then you know how to take care of them. So through all of this, I've learned what the true art and science is of nursing. And all I can say is, thank you for a great career in nursing. God bless you all.
When you walked into a room and they looked at you and they're going, oh, I'm so glad to see you, that's a gift that you can never, ever buy. Just the one thing that kept me going each day was, you're here to help and just continue. But the one thing I do have to remember are the staff members. They're the ones that got me through things. They're the ones that supported me. We supported each other. I still feel that way, and that's part of St. Joe's. And I'll just, and not to be maudlin, if it wasn't for St. Joe's and the surgical team and the open heart, I would have never made it.
St. Joseph's has always provided that Catholic faith to me and to the people that I've worked with and cared for. And in particular, I need to say thank you to St. Joseph and to St. Francis of Assisi. Lord, make me an instrument of your peace, a prayer I say several times a day because I need it so badly. But it's meant a lot to me. Thank you all very much.
It is indeed a great honor because I'm joining a group of very selected and dedicated doctors and nurses. I owe a lot to the mentors and colleagues in this hospital and to the Sisters of St. Francis who made St. Joseph Hospital a great place to work, always telling us that the patient comes first.
Working as a labor and delivery nurse for 34 years, I was privileged to share that special time when a mom welcomes her new baby. As if this wasn't enough, I got to work alongside some of the most amazing people. Obstetricians, midwives, and nurses who always work to the highest standards of care and compassion and were an inspiration to me to try to do the same.
In August 1970, I left my home in Darlington, Maryland, and crossed into nursing school at St. Joseph's. And after 46 years, I still love it. I've had the opportunity to work with children and their families through these years. Every child that you take care of touches your heart and turns you into the nurse that you become. I would like to share this honor with the pediatric staff.
Senator Kelly has often said that St. Joseph's Medical Center is a very special place because of the people who work here. I agree completely. From top to bottom and from start to finish, our staff exemplifies what it means to be compassionate, hardworking, and caring, and always with a positive attitude. Almost every day, I have a patient tell me what a great experience they've had at St. Joseph's. Given the limited amount of time I spend with patients here, I know they're not talking about me. They're talking about our team. We have a great team, and we have a great hospital.
I'm so passionate about patient care, collaboration, teamwork, and St. Joe's has given me everything that I could ever ask for occupation. I'm very honored to be a part of the culture here.
But this is still my hospital. It's always going to be my hospital. It's where I will get my care and where my family will get its care because I believe so much in this place. There's this kind of, my house is a zoo. God love my wife and my kids and my grandchild and my in-laws and their friends, and it's kind of like that scene from Caddyshack at the breakfast table, and you're looking around and they're going, who are you? It's like, I'm not sure who actually was there. And sometimes I was home, and hopefully most times I was home, and there's also this kind of running bet between Cheryl and Tracy, our wives, as to whether we spend more time, Stuart and I, together, or whether we actually spend more time with them. I really don't want to add that up too much. But the joke has always been, where's Dad? And it's like, he's with the other family. And so kids, look around, because this is the other family. So I want to, my father couldn't be here with me tonight, but he's here with me in spirit.